This is my book, The Mirror of Motivation, the self-guide, the self-discipline for you to find that drive and ambition in your life that you want to tap into. Get this book free. Go to the link below and I'll ship it to you worldwide.
DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. I'm going to do a video soon on choosing your mentors, because the challenge that we have these days is not a lack of information, of course. We got plenty of information. Plenty of people like myself, writing books, making videos, podcasting, Snapchatting, storying, etc., sharing their knowledge, hopefully is useful knowledge. The challenge that many of us have is, how do you know which information to listen to, which person to listen to, who to ignore, who's the person to follow, who's the person not to follow? Here's a simple litmus test that I've found works. When you're looking at somebody who's presenting themselves as a thought leader or expert, how do you know if they really know their stuff versus somebody who's just talking, but they might not really be as good as they present themselves to be? It's a really simple one. It's when a person has a lot of content. When a person has a lot of content out there, such as in all formats, written format, blogs, they've written books, they're sending out emails to their list, audio, meaning they're doing podcasts, or they have audio lectures, or they're interviewed a lot on other people's podcasts, videos such as YouTube, master classes, they do speaking engagements and they put the videos out and you can watch them. When people, or they're doing a lot of stories, or they're doing a lot of snaps, or whatever way they can put video out and you can see them talking about their stuff. When a person has a lot of that content, it's usually because they have a lot of stuff to say. They have a lot of knowledge to share, and they can disseminate it in a lot of different ways. Meaning, if someone, usually people focus on a specific area, right? So if somebody's area is finance and they got 1,000 pieces of content, that means they're talking about finance. I mean, the ideas and principles of finance is not that many of them, right? But they can talk about it from so many different angles, because this thing happened and they can talk about it that way. Then this thing happened in the news, and then they have this situation that one of their readers or listeners or one of their fans brought them. They could talk about that. Then they could tell 10 different stories about things that happened to them and some decision that got made in the news, and they can talk about why they agree or why they disagree. They can talk about the same topic from 100 different angles based on what's going on. That's when you know somebody really knows their stuff. That's when you know that if you bring them a challenge or you tell them about a problem that you have, they can probably help you resolve it, or at least point you in the right direction. Or they might already have created it. They got a lot of content, they probably already created something that addresses the very issue that you're dealing with right now in your life or in your business. That's how you know when somebody really knows their stuff. They have a ton of content out there, and it seems like they're never going to run out. They're always producing and publishing more stuff, and they have answers to the questions. It's not like they just out there talking off the cuff about things, but they also address challenges that people have. So you could come to them with a question. They'll answer. They'll do Q&A. They'll do a live stream. They'll do a video without a script, without reading everything that they got to say. They can just talk off the cuff. They could do a Q&A live on stage at a speaking engagement and not get tripped up by a question. That's how you know somebody really knows their stuff. So when you're looking at all these people out here who are presenting themselves as experts or thought leaders or whatever people want to call themselves, just see how much content they have. And when people have a ton of content, usually it correlates to them really knowing. When people don't know their shit, you know what happens? When people don't know their shit, they can't put out a lot of content because they don't have nothing else to say. They run out of material. If you run out of material, then you probably weren't that good in the first place. Nobody should run out of material when we're talking content, because it's not a tangible resource. It's not like you got to have money to make content. Now, everybody has a phone. Everybody has so that means if you have a phone, that means you got an audio device, a video device, and a writing device, all in one. Everybody has one. So there's no reason for somebody to run out of content. Somebody might not be able to put up, billboards in the middle of the city. You might not be able to run Facebook ads and, TV commercials, but anybody can make content. And if you're an expert at what you do, you don't run out of material. So when you're looking at people and trying to figure out who to follow and who not, here's a quick way to eliminate people. If they don't have a ton of content, it's probably because they don't know much. Work on your game.